Lonnie, with his perennial affection for his family, nurtured bonds that held the family together through thick and thin. His Sunday visits to his parents' home were as consistent as they were cherished, stitching a fabric of warmth, love, and unity across generations. I chose to stay home to relax and enjoy some quiet time, and Lonnie never pushed for me to go with him. It was a time I used to rejuvenate myself, and curling up on the couch, reading a silly romance novel seemed like heaven. Despite enjoying the peace and serenity of my solitary Sunday afternoons, my heart always skipped a beat when I heard their returning footsteps, heralding tales of shared smiles and laughter from their day. The phone rang on a crisp winter day in 1957, and Mabel's voice, vibrant with excitement, brought the joyous news of Terry Wayne's birth into our lives. Lonnie's eyes twinkled with happiness, and I saw reflections of all our children and grandchildren therein, a continuum of our shared life and love. However, life's weave includes threads of uncanny coincidences that sometimes feel like small miracles. Johnny, working thousands of miles away in California, had stumbled upon a connection to home through Bill Lomax, a fellow airman. It was astonishing how a car tag, a piece of metal, could unearth memories of old school days and familiar faces. Noticing Johnny's West Virginia tags, he asked inside if someone was from West Virginia, and Johnny acknowledged him. To his amazement, he was from the same area and had gone to school with my Thelma. Johnny showed him a picture of her, and he recognized her right away. Quincy's journey from Japan and his rendezvous with Mabel and Johnny provided another layer of connection amidst our family, which was now scattered across the map. He was returning from Japan, heading to his new destination in Houston, Texas, when he stopped in California to see Mabel. Getting relocated to Colorado Springs, Mabel asked for his help with the move. His willingness to help, driving a truckload of their belongings, was more than a favor. It was an embodiment of our family spirit, to always lend a hand, to be present whenever and however we could for each other. When Quincy arrived back home, the stories of his travels, of distant lands, were eagerly devoured, but we most cherished just his presence. As he told his stories, I could see pieces of Lonnie in him, that unspoken loyalty, the quiet assurance that family always comes first. Before he left for Texas, he started seeing one of Thelma's best friends, Priscilla Ours. He fell head over heels for her, and when he got to his base in Texas, she was always in his thinking. I started noticing Thelma, now 20 years old, was getting anxious to start her life, that independent streak now showing up in her. Bill Lomax was home on leave from California and called on Thelma, telling her of his contact with Johnny in California. They dated the entire time he was home on leave, and I could see that Thelma was very taken by him. Thelma asked if it would be all right to go see Mabel, so we went to Montgomery and put her on the train. Working at the post office, I saw Barbara Burton, one of Thelma's best friends, and she asked me if Thelma's wedding went well. I was taken by surprise, but deep down I knew it was coming. I soon learned that Bill, returning to California, had gotten on the same train in Charleston, and the two of them traveled to Colorado Springs. Thelma stopped there to stay at Mabel's while Bill went on to make preparations for them to be married. Shortly thereafter, on June 4, Thelma and Bill were married on the base in California. Afterward, I asked Thelma why she did it that way. She said, "I saw what happened with Mabel and the turmoil it caused, so I thought this would be best."